Good morning, children. Welcome to the online class. How are you, children? Children, in our previous class, we have discussed the sources of food ingredients. So, we discussed three major sources. The first one is animals, the second one plants, and the third one is salt. So, right now, in today's class, we are going to discuss two topics, children. The first topic is different methods of preparing food items. So children, you know that idlis. If we want to prepare idli, what type of method we follow, children? We prepare idli by the method of steaming. If suppose you tried in another way, that you cook idli by boil. Children, if we get idlis, if we boil, no, we doesn't get it, children. And if you steam the rice, we will get the proper food item? No, children. So, for each and every food item, there is a particular method, children. In that own preparation, in that own preparing method only, we have to go, children. Okay, children. Why we need food? Food is essential for us to growth and survival. So, if we want growth and survival, definitely we want to prepare a food item in a proper way, children, with all the adequate ingredients and components. So in today's class, we will discuss different methods of preparing food items. So we'll just look at one table, and there are different methods, children. The first method is boiling. So children, what food items come under the method of boiling? You know that rice. We cook food or we boil the rice, then only we'll get the food. Yes or no, children? Next is dal, eggs, potatoes. So rice, dal, eggs, potatoes, and many more, children, but I am giving here 4 examples for the boiling. So if you take rice, if you fry it or roast it, you will get that food? No, children. So this is the major and the one and only one process, boiling, and by this process we will cook rice, dal, eggs and potatoes, children. The next process is steaming. You know, idlis are steamed. Idli. And the third method is fermentation. So children, if you want to prepare dosa or bread, definitely this method we have to follow, children. Dosa and bread. Next one is roasting. So children, you are very well with this method, children, because when Sunday arrives, you know that we prepare chicken curry. So chicken will be roasted, children. Chicken. And the next method is deep frying. So children, when we use this method, children, deep frying, if we want to prepare fish curry and mutton curry and you know potato chips, then we deep fry. Yes or no, children? We use this method to cook these kind of food items. So potato chips fish, fish curry and mutton curry. And shallow frying, shallow frying means simply to say little for a while. Shallow frying. So what food items come under shallow frying, children? Groundnuts very well. So if we want to prepare chutneys, first of all, we shallow fry the groundnuts, children. So I given only a little bit of examples, children. There are many more. So you please follow all these methods. And one more method is also there, children, that I will say to you: cutting and mixing. So simple method, children. We'll take the fruits or vegetables, we just cut them and we mix them. That we call as fruit salads or vegetable salads. If you attend functions or parties, there you may see these fruit salads. The next topic is tasty food. Tasty food. So children, if your mother cooks any food item, will say just simply, "Ma, this food is very tasty." So on what factors the taste of the food depends, children? Do you know that? We just simply say taste. It was very tasty. But it depends on two factors, children. The first factor is ingredients. And the second factor is method of preparation. So to get any food item tasty, you should follow these two factors, children. Whatever the food item there, it has to be completely filled with all the ingredients. Means the food item what it requires, that all ingredients should be present in that, children. The next one is method of preparation. So every food item has its own style of preparation. On that preparation only it has to go, children. So right now we'll see the preparation of upma. So children, you have to need some ingredients before you prepare the upma, children. What are the ingredients we require, children? I say, children, simply upma rava, that we call as Mumbai rava. And next we need water, salt, onions, green chilies, vegetables. If you can add these vegetables, you can include them also, children. And mustard seeds. Next, all these, children. Then how to prepare it? First of all, you have to take a pan, children, and you have to take the pan and you have to keep on the flame. After keeping on a flame, you have to keep 2 or 3 spoons of oil in the pan. Then you add the onions, the green chilies, and mustard seeds, and curry leaves, and you stir well, children. After a few seconds or 1 minute or 2 minutes, let water to be inserted into the pan. Pour some water into the pan, children. Means here how much you are preparing the upma, to that only you have to take the amount of water in the pan, children. You should not take a more amount of water. Okay, children. So you take the water and pour into the pan and let it boil for some time, children. After boiling some time, you take that upma rava and pour into the water. Then you stir well, children. Stir well until the upma rava gets thick. Okay, children. You should not leave like that. You have to stir well until it gets thick. Okay, children. Then the tasty upma is ready, children. Here you can also include some vegetables, children, like carrot and many other vegetables. You have to chop them into pieces and you can include that. So children, the every food item is always depends on two factors. The first factor is ingredients and the method of preparation. So children, will discuss the next topic, preservation of food, in our next class, children. Thank you.